So happy Wednesday morning. I'm gonna go. I got my water pack on, so I'm gonna go on a 10K. I think that's the plan. And I'm a little tired. Um, kind of go slow. I always go slow. Anyway, maybe slower. And yeah, see if I have any inspirations to share later. I wish you a great Wednesday, and I'll talk with you later. Pow. Wow. So here I am. What is it? 3.7 kilometers. A little shorter at my resting point this morning as a new friend. I don't like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just met him. He's walking. I had a good pace, and I'm doing this thing I do. And he said something to me, and I got my earbud in, and I asked him if he could repeat it, and then I asked him, as I do, do you speak any English? And he said yes, a little bit. And so he told me where he's from, which is like right here. Um, and I said Bumplet, which is over there. And yeah, we wished each other a good day. And yeah, I mean, we both can look in the mirror in the morning, he and I, and say, hey, that's not a young face looking back at me. And what am I going to do about it? Am I going to walk, or am I going to sit down and eat a bunch of crap? That's a projection, eh? So anyway, one of the things I noticed right away, it's like, oh, wow, my legs are tired and they're a bit sore. And what's important for me, whatever the situation may be, is that I can say my legs are tired and sore. Not because. The story that I create after the word because can become a reality for me in my future. And so when I can just stay in the moment and say, yeah, my legs feel very heavy and they're sore. Wow, there goes somebody really fast. And it's just, yes, and here we go. Here we go. Not because my legs are heavy and sore and stiff because. No, my legs are heavy, sore and stiff. Point. And this is this way, point. And when I can just keep my experience, whether it's mental, emotional, or physical, when I can keep it just at that small and to stay with it with acceptance, open-mindedness, gratitude, I may have an inspiration about what to do or what to not do or what to do differently or whatever, but still, it's not, I don't treat an identified problem called sore, stiff legs. And I don't label it because. The stories after because become a creative force in my life. And I start investing my mental, emotional, and energetic energy. Energetic energy. Anyway, into the story that follows the word because. And notice how other people do it. If you're listening, this is this way because. This is this way because. And everything, in my opinion, that follows the word because is only a fucking story. And I have to take a look at, do I choose to believe that story? And if I do, does that open my world or does it make my world more closed? Does it make me more accepting and more understanding and more compassionate and more patient? Or does it make me limited and focused and conflicted with others? So anyway, I need to get off my ass and get out here because I'm seeing the mosquitoes circling a bit. I used my spray today, so I'll I think that helps because they're kind of circling. They're not landing. So my next stop. Ooh, yeah. I don't think about the 4 kilometers between here and there. I got to just one step. But the temperatures are pretty good. Right now it's 17 degrees, and so that's fine. And then run, short meal, phone session, another short meal, and then a session at home. And then who knows? Who knows? Pow. Well, here I am again. I'll tell you about the owl in a moment. Yeah, extra nice to get here today. I go sit down and talk a little bit more. So on my my last video clip, I talked about my legs being sore and stuff, and at that moment there was balance between left and right leg. In this last segment, very soon after I started, my right leg really, ow. So my calf, thigh, knee, ow. But I felt clear that I continue, and I even did my little increase from the bench here, the last 350 meters, but it was an increase from very, very, very slow to very slow. I can't think about what it's going to be like when I climb up this hill and restart. I do not do my lap around the pool. I get home direct. A theme that came up for me on my way here that was in some ways triggered by this additional pain in my right leg. But I want to pause again for a moment because while I'm dealing with this really intense pain in my right leg, I got some small stones in my left shoe, and so I had this pain from the stones in my left shoe, and then this thing with my right leg. Oh God! So hold on, I'll be right back. Stones in my left shoe reminds me. So as I took off my shoe and I was knocking some stones out, I remembered also to take my hand and wipe the bottom of my sock. And what I got reminded of is that my mind will tell me that this is the problem. This is the identified thing that needs to be changed. And I have in the past identified stones in my shoe, taken off my shoe, thrown out some stones, put my shoe back on, and had almost the same experience as I had before I dumped out my stones. And that's because I had some little stones stuck in the bottom of my sock. And that sounds kind of silly, but I think so often my mind identifies a targeted problem and then goes after that targeted problem and believes it has resolved the problem, and then within a very short time this experience is returned. So anyway, well, what I wanted to talk about was what came up for me as a consequence of choosing to run with a very, very painful leg, and that is these concepts called respect and admiration. And my earlier understandings of respect had to do with some form of elevating, and often had to do with how I saw other people. And then admiration was something above that. I don't know if respect is mental and admiration is more heartfelt. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But at least from my definition and understanding is that there's respect and admiration, and generally they were projected onto other people. And what I recognized some years ago is that when my mind identifies respect and or admiration for someone else, I need to see what it is that they're doing, and I need to do it in my life, because the experience of the concept of respect and admiration need to be for and about me, not about others. And again, that's an ego-based concept, but I'm often in my ego. And so as I'm choosing to make this run, to do this with pain, I know that there are so many of my brothers and sisters out there who are in very challenging situations, and doing their life without pain is not an option, at least from their perceptions in those moments. And so the universe, the world, God, whatever, has definitely dropped some challenges into my life that have to do with pain, and I've chosen to deal with them in different ways at different times. And what I recognize that I've chosen to do over the last few years is to more often take myself into the uncomfortable and the unfamiliar, and not just keep digging deeper and deeper into these things that are familiar and these things that I'm good at. It's not about taking what I know to level 83. It's about diversity, and what is my mind saying that that's not my way. It's like, well, every way is my way, and I again, choice is for me. And so anyway, I am going to make this choice to take me and my body up this hill and begin to do something that looks like a run jog thing to get home. I got an appointment in 45-50 minutes, and it may take me that long to get home from here. But that last segment, it was another interesting part of that segment is generally it's my lungs that guide me, my COPD, to keep my lungs from hyperinflating. I need to stay at a particular pace. I can go to an edge and then kind of no more. And in this particular segment, it was my legs that were guiding me and the pain in my legs. So, there's always a guidance system at work for me. I just need to be aware of it, and it doesn't mean stop or run away, or it just means, okay, all right. So anyway, taking me up the hill in a moment, and I wish you an amazing Wednesday. Pow. Well, yes, I can walk. I can walk and not run. After my last break, tried slow running, too painful. And so, I needed to walk the last 2 kilometers or so, 2.5. And here I am, and wow, that was amazing. So now I do some things to take care of myself, and I have a phone call in a few minutes. So right back into life, but I'm not running or walking for a bit, huh? Have an amazing Wednesday, pow.